So listen, Allison, I saw through your eyes on the spirit realm last night, and what I saw was that you were being watched by a god or a deity that squats in the window and has arms like a praying mantis. And so he watched for a while, and I was afraid of him, and he said his name is Bahr. And then he hopped over to me and you and was looking at the back of your head and was accessing memories, almost like we're a robot or something. And so anyway, the next day I looked up to see why your piece had squatting men and why you were squatting and why you have hands like a praying mantis and why you're blowing a flute and why there's a Peter Pan looking person in your art that's all green like a praying mantis that sits in the window watching Wendy, right? I didn't get a bad feeling from him. What I got from him was that he's an ancient deity. He's millions of years old. He doesn't die. So it's connected to Sumerian and Zoroastrianism. And he came and I felt his legs, and his legs felt like scales, like a dinosaur. So you have a dinosaur in your art. And you have ancient energy in your DNA. And so you have a cloak on covering the back of your head. Maybe this is a communication. I don't know. If you don't know who this god is, I would be surprised because it's all over in your art. So watch this. This is the art that we did last night before I saw this god on the spirit realm. I was looking through Allison's eyes. As an oracle, that's what I do. On the left are men. On the right is a female and a dinosaur and many other things, a Peter Pan looking individual also. On the very left is an elongated skull with eyes that shines like lights, no black pupils. The second guy is Noah. Noah had eyes that shone like a light. Under Noah is a rune that means ancestors. It has the letters VA and the 8 and an egg and the word man. Then the two other men are squatting. One of the men has the arm of a praying mantis. There is a flood. There's a flood that separates. Then there's a female. This is Allison. Allison has her hands up like a praying mantis, and she's squatting. So the squatting man is an ancient deity that is supposedly millions of years old, that is immortal and lives forever. And his name is Bahr. He told me on the spirit realm, my name is Bahr. But his name is Bahrain, and he comes from Iran or Sumer or connected to Zoroastrianism. Now, when you look up half man, half praying mantis, squatting man, all historians contend they have no clue who this dude is or what the polygraph or hieroglyph is. They have no clue. But how could that be when Peter Pan is green and Peter Pan squats in the window and gets Wendy out of the window, and Peter Pan being connected to a flute or a pipe? So here Allison is blowing a flute like a Peter Pan, squatting like the squatting man, and has arms like the praying mantis. So according to your reading only, women come from, or the DNA of a woman comes from a dinosaur. And there were ancient technologies a long time ago. This is the praying mantis hieroglyph that they found in Iran. So anyway, this god Bahr stared at me in the window like Peter Pan and stared at me for a long time. And then I was scared of him, and he said, my name is Bahr. And then he came and looked at the back of my head and made a noise like this. He said, like he was proud of the memories that were in my brain or in Allison's brain. Because I can't tell if these deities see me. I know I have the ability to see through other people's eyes. But I don't know if these deities know that I'm there. Being invisible is a power, and I like to be invisible. So according to your reading, something happened where the flood or something happened. And then all the men, suddenly there's a woman There are no men. There are no women on the left side. It's all men. Maybe they are the original Adam and Eve before Eve was cut from Adam, and they live forever, like we talked about. Things are getting real, you guys, and these energies and these deities, I don't think that they're evil. I got the sense that they wouldn't come to just anyone. You have to be called or be chosen in some way. So you guys tell me what you think in the comments, and look up and investigate what you may or may not know about this, because I've never met or never even knew about this God. And Allison, if you're having a hard time accessing the Holy Spirit, like you said, you're wearing a cloak, and that God Bahr was looking at the back of your head. And it's almost as if Spirit is saying, protect yourself. I didn't get the feeling that this God was bad. Obviously, you're squatting and you have your hands like a praying mantis. Not sure if it's communicating to you about that or if it's part of your ancient lineage. I will say that someone knows, otherwise Peter Pan wouldn't be all green like a praying mantis, watching Wendy from the window like that God Bahr did on the spirit realm last night.